watch the recordings and stuff. And so I really just wanted to have this open to talk about first quarter goals. Anyone can share, especially because we've all kind of been working on our vision board. If you have anything you want to like put out there and share, and also if you're watching the recording, please feel free to like share in the team page what your goals are and what you're feeling like you want for this next quarter. Another something I also wanted to share is, I know Gabby's been talking about it, but the 12-week year is a really great book if you've never read it. I read it a while ago, but it basically splits it up into quarters. And you know how we've talked about like small wins and how celebrating small wins are so much more valuable than only celebrating the big ones because they happen very far and few between, right? So it kind of helps you like keep in that mindset of just celebrating the small wins. Like those are huge wins too. And if you're not celebrating those small wins, it's really hard for you to probably ever have big wins in your life because you might, like, I know I've struggled with it. And then when I read that article, I was like, oh yeah. Like for me, I haven't used my daily deposit since November 23rd. And I texted Talia and I was like, so I haven't used this and that's changing. So my goal is to use this consistently at least 5 times a week because I know there's some days that I won't use it because I'll like, it'll be a weekend or something like that. So this like system for me, using the daily deposit, having my game day list, having like what I'm learning, I've learned for myself is so valuable for me. So like, I think just figuring out what that system might look like for you is so valuable. So I'm curious if there's a system that you're using right now for yourself that you love, that maybe someone else. I feel like our brains all work differently, but togetherly, if that's even a word. So I don't know if there's like, I don't like, to be honest, Streak I use, but not as much. Like I've been writing people's names on like the info sheets that Beachbody has in the back office. Like I've just been doing a lot more pen and paper, and I think I've just realized that kind of works. Like I'll still have Streak to like funnel people, but I like having like pen and paper personally. I don't know if anyone else does too. Yeah.
It's one less thing for me to be like looking at my phone. So like that's why like I just had to give up, you know, like I've said this a bunch of times, give up the voice thing, get over my voice and just voice because it's just I'm not looking at my phone and it's just anything that I can do to be like diligent and as quick as possible. And then that way like it's easier to say. You don't have to like think of where you're gonna put that comma and stuff and if it makes sense or if you're rambling. And a 1 minute voice is way less insulting, not insulting, but like scary than this big of a response.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, and I agree, and I think like I remember hearing someone say like they want to hear kids in the background too. So like even if you have kids, like don't let that like stop you. Like it almost like makes them feel like, oh my gosh, like I can have people in the background and it doesn't matter. Like it's not. It takes that out. And I was actually talking to my friend today who's in real estate, and her name's Kelly. I actually shared her post this morning because she does CrossFit, but she loves Energize, and so she drinks it and always tags me in her stuff. And we were just talking, and she was talking about how even real estate can kind of have the like cold message feel. Like people think they have to cold call and do all these things when she's trying to change it to be like, no, there's like a better way. Like relationships, referrals. So I don't know if that's like something you guys have thought about, but like, have you thought about like having more of like a percentage of like referrals versus like people reaching out to you? Like, you know, like, because I feel like referrals, they immediately have trust with you. Like you don't have to build trust with a referral because someone has recommended you, right? Ashley, what are you going to say?
You answered it. I didn't know what you meant by referral, but just
Oh,
someone go to
mhm.
her.
Yeah, so like someone, you know, is saying like, oh, like I've been drinking Energize, this is my person or something, you know, like, so I think like instead of having a goal of like how many new people, it could be like how many referrals can you get? So, you know, like that means you're taking, you know, pride and value in the challengers that you do have so that they want to refer you type of thing. I think like that's something that I kind of focused on that more towards the end of last year. And like also kind of when COVID hit, it was like people were referring me to people because they had been doing bod.
So I messaged Gabby, but she didn't answer. I don't know if there's like with her DMs, but that thing that she posted on her stories where it was like um kind of like a roadmap, but it had all the dots. And I think it was for working coaches,
Yeah.
but
I
is
saw
like
that too. I haven't gotten it from her. I didn't ask her about it. But it's funny you say that because I saw Emily Favre did it and I really wanted to make one and I screenshotted Emily Favre's. So I was thinking about going in Canva and just like making one, but I kind of wanted to ask her if she was gonna like sell it or what that
yeah,
was.
I asked if you could sell this to me. I was like, I don't, not for free. And then she asked me what my email was, but then I don't know if she's even seen it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm sure she'll send it to you. She probably won't even charge you, honestly, but I don't know. I never want to assume. I always like asking her.
I was just gonna do like a Venmo for Starbucks or whatever.
Yeah.
But mine, I guess, like you know me, I'm like more like with all my friends and stuff. So I was thinking of like a VIP one where it was like, look, Taryn brought her cousin and this person, like, and I did kind of just want to start like doing, I don't know if this is completely digressing, but doing like Success Club, even for my VIPs, be like, look at who brought people this month. Like, this wasn't me, this was them. They brought them with them. So that's the kind of why I wanted that to be like, encourage them, be like, then like the challenger, be like, what the heck? What's Success Club and why are they getting it but not me? And
I can share my graphics with you. So you
okay.
have graphics and you can just edit them however you want. Yeah, I think Gabby also put them in the graphics page that we have.
Oh, okay.
I think she did. But if not, yeah, I can totally, and I have other ones too, but yeah, I can totally, because then, yeah, I need to ask my assistant how she pulls that because she just puts everything in like a Google Drive for me. So I see that every month or every week. But like you said, I think, again, that's a system. Like, I think that's definitely a system that you probably want to work on this year is just like, perfecting not perfecting, but just seeing what works with, your VIPs and having that and, posting on Thursdays. Cause you have your page is super active. Whenever you post in there, at least 10 people comment. Like, I feel like I post, no one comments. And Babe Mayhem.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they're crickets.
No, not at all. I feel like no.
Like on Cheyenne's birthday, they'll encourage comment.
Yeah, and I think that's great. I think too that's something that a goal of mine I have for our team page is to do that more. Like share more of our goals, share when we hit them, like use the team page almost as a challenge group for our coaching business and not just like, and not or switching it to bod groups and we can have our at some point.
I toggle with bad groups. I don't understand like why. I don't know. I think it just all gets mumbled jumbled. And are you supposed to just pin everything so it's in newest to oldest?
I think that's something they need to work on.
Okay, because I have 3 friends who don't like Facebook because of the world today, and it sucks. I'm just right in the middle. That's why I'm like, well, if you were doing Beachbody, you have to have the app. So that's why I'm like, but I just love the presentation of Facebook better.
I know. I don't put so much pressure on like my posts in my bod groups. I use it more of like as inspiration or like the mompreneur stuff, and I just let it go and they can scroll through whatever they want. Is there a search? Okay, I need to answer my own question because is there a search bar in? Now that I'm like thinking about it. Because so I think the next rollout, I'm hoping, I don't know, Evie says that like amazing things are coming with it. She just like can't share anything. She had to sign like a secret affidavit, or I don't even know what it's called.
What is she in?
Like, she was on some call, and Sarah, you want to go?
I would just say it's a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, she's on some like secret call for bod groups, and she keeps saying like, just wait, they're gonna get better, but she can't tell us. I'm like, dang it. So I trust her though. Like she's seen kind of what's to come. So I'm assuming they're trying to make it more like Facebook. And I do know that people really want to get rid of the social media aspect of when you log in, because there's been other like people coming in and like posting that are not a part of our network. But they're like tagging the tags that go into the feed. And a lot of like even a lot of top coaches are like, that's my least favorite thing about bot is that it's that social media aspect right there that when you log in.
The thing at the bottom that's not just that's like Instagram hashtag?
Yeah, like when it has like your Instagram tag. So like people are just learning what the hashtags are that it filters into our bot groups, and they're not a part of our network. So then people are going to them, not like they'll like click on their page and it's, you know what I mean? Like it's a cross thing. That makes sense. Okay, wait, I'm just going into the group to see if, no, you can't search in the group yet. Oh, but you can tell your people to do this, Ashley. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see this. I don't know if you know that this exists, but I don't know. I'll just share it so people can see. Okay, can you guys see my group? I'm in the, if you go right here, you can say, it says show, and then it says all posts. You can click on that, and then they can just go to all coaches' posts. So then you can let them know, like, hey, if you just want to see the things that I post, just click on that, and then it'll show them. By the way, I've contacted them about changing my last name, and I'm really frustrated because I don't know why it says that. Like everything else has changed. It's changed with the IRS, everything. And I'm like, they're like, oh, it's our system. And I'm like, okay, well, it's been like 1.5 years since it's been changed. Like, why is it still saying that?
I just noticed that the other day and I was like, does she know it says that?
And they sent me an email saying it should be updated, and it's been a week and it still hasn't been updated. So I need to call them again and tell them to update their back service. Hi Talia, I hope baby is doing well. Yeah, so you can do that too, and just then they'll know kind of where to go from there. And did you guys see that like the BAT and everything is going to be accessible on in the back office, and everything's like right there? And the new tracking system. Like I clicked on my 9-week Control Freak stuff to be tracked, and this is how it showed up. Hold on. I texted Ashley. I was like, "Did you see this?" She's like, "Yeah, I thought it was just something I seen." But it like takes you to like a Team Beachbody legit like page, so it's not through UPS. So it will tell you like where it is, but through Beachbody. So it looks like it's from Beachbody versus UPS. I don't know why they changed it, but it's in our colors now. Does anyone else have any like goals or anything they want to share for the first quarter or systems?
Can we do like, are we allowed to like power hour together for Team Cup, even if not on the same teams?
Yes, I totally think we should, for sure. And maybe we can even talk about that. Maybe we could talk about a specific power hour time for because it starts in February. So for me, like I'm gonna be starting. Maybe we can talk about that. Like I'm gonna start. Is my connection unstable? Am I glitchy? Am I fine now? Am I good now? Yeah? Am I good? Can you hear me now? Really? Okay, one sec. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's just your image is not the same as your voice.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Am I okay, or am I still frozen?
No, I think you're good now.
I'm trying to connect to my personal hotspot on my phone, but it's not working for some reason. Am I okay now? Yes? Okay, that's weird. I don't know why my
Yes.
I don't know why my hotspot's not working. Okay. Okay, I'm good.
Like
Someone else.
in and out. When we say you're good, then you start to go bad again.
That's so weird. Yeah,
Did you fix this?
I did fix it. I'm on a work call though. Thank you. Why?
Great. I have a completely unrelated question.
Yes.
Okay, so there was that workout on Saturday. I missed the super workout with Autumn. I was confused. Extremely confused. So there was the Pacific Northwest page, and that was just, did anybody know what I'm talking about? There was that girl.
Yes, Taryn.
Okay, so is she a personal coach and a Beachbody coach? I'm really confused at all the aspects that go into that.
Yeah, so we do the market council together, and she leads usually live workouts at the super weekends, like when we're there locally. So you know that like you used to be able to get certified to teach Beachbody workouts, and they took away the certification program, which
Why?
I don't know. It honestly, I don't know. But you can still teach in gyms if you have a certification. So like basically like they still have like Turbo Kick and Turbo Fire and things like that you'll see in like gyms. So she does that. So that was kind of why they did that. So it was like a Pacific Northwest thing, but I honestly haven't even looked at the message thread that they were talking in yet. I've been kind of like on the outskirts of it just because I did it for so long.
So could we have her at the barn?
Oh yeah, totally. But she lives in Magnolia, so it would depend on if she wants to. Like she lives in Seattle, Magnolia. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's any time to leave that.
I know, right?
Okay. That was cool. I was just really confused. I just didn't understand. So
Did you watch it? Were you able to watch any of the announcements once I sent you the video yet?
I haven't watched anything. I've
Okay,
been running around.
I haven't been able to find where. Does anyone know where you find the new BAT on the website? Because is it uploaded yet?
I don't know if it is uploaded yet or not. I was more interested in the new app, which comes out on like the 27th, I think. So maybe it gets rolled out with the new app.
Oh, because it's a new app that's linked on our bot, right?
I think well, I don't know if it's linked to BOD, but it's like a success, like the success tracker app, but it's like way more intuitive and advanced. It looks super cool. So
Okay.
it might be like a separate app altogether.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I know, I was trying to find just like a video of that because I just wanted to see like about it, but I need to go and watch the whole thing. Yeah, it looks, and like I know Gabby posted pictures in the team page too of what it looks like. And did you notice that they didn't announce a Success Club trip for 2022? Am I glitched? Am I frozen? Okay, I'm back, right?
Yes.
Or did they, Sari? Did they announce
Announce what?
a trip?
For Success Club? Next year it's back to Punta Cana, the Hard Rock Hotel.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. That one's a really nice hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I love that hotel. That was so fun.
Okay, so like, do some people just not get invited?
No. So everyone gets like a rollout. So it'll be like elite coaches and premier coaches get like the first invites, and then it's like success starters, and then I think it just goes based off of like where you're at with how many people you helped last year. But then once they send out the invites, you can get on the wait list, and then they'll send out a invite to you once, like, as you've continued to hit the requirements of being able to go on the trip. Like, you have to help like a few people. Yeah, you have to help like a few people.
And then the invites for, is it 2022 to Punta Cana, they're not starting to invite people until like March or April or something. It's not going to, normally it's like in January, but they're doing it later.
Oh, okay. So they're not starting to send out the invites until March or April, you said?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, because usually they start like the weekend after the super weekend, but that's good to know. I need to probably look at. Oh yeah, so, and get double trip, but you still just so you know, you get double trip dollars this month though, and if you aren't going yet, or like you don't get your invite yet, your trip dollars will still accumulate, and when you get that invite, you will get credit for the things that you've already earned. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I'm just, because Cassie got invited like 6 months ago.
Yeah, so like that's the thing. So once everything goes out, then if you don't get that initial invite, then just put your name on the wait list, and then you should get that invite. And so during the month of January, we're doubling your trip dollars. That means Beachbody will take the total amount of trip dollars that each coach earns in January 2021 and double it up to 500 trip dollars. These trip dollars can be applied towards the cost of accommodation on the 2022 Success Club trip. And also just know every time when you go, you also get like $700 worth of credits to use at the resort that you don't have to earn. You just automatically get it for being on the trip. So that can go towards an excursion, the spa, like anything that you want to do. Stop coming in here, okay? I'll be down in a second. She's funny. Yeah, so sorry, someone texted me about the password. And then also they announced the new Success Club 2021 rewards. Did y'all see that? What they were? The limited edition Team Beachbody Coach camo hat, which is super cute. I want that camo hat. I love all of their hats. Have always like been really good quality too when I've gotten them. And then 3 months of one-of-a-kind Coach long sleeve T-shirt. But the 12-month is those Ray-Bans, sunglasses, and you get it with like a Team Beachbody branded case, and you get to choose which Ray-Bans you want. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. And yeah, they're still updating. And then yeah, registering for Team Cup. So maybe we can talk about like next week when we're starting our team, because okay, that's what I was going to talk about is challenge group start date, especially just with helping people. You probably, because it's Team Cup, want to have like a start date at the beginning and then a start date towards like the end, or like a prep week that starts, to help people get started. So I was thinking of having my February group start on the 8th. So like prep week would be that first week. And then again on the 22nd. My birthday's on the 23rd. So it's like kicking off my 30th birthday. And I'm going to actually share that I want to help 30 people from now until my birthday. I don't want to say like in in 23 days, because one, I don't necessarily want to help 30 people in 23 days. I like to like be able to have time, but I am going to put that out there and really just continue to talk about the Bar Bumps and Beyond group just for right now. And then I think you guys should do like another round of like 9 Week Control Freak. And I'm gonna unbox. My stuff should be here tomorrow. So I still want to like add people to that group and like do stuff with that group. Even though I'm not doing it. It's fine. I love watching everyone's stuff. Ashley, your videos have been like, I like how you're doing like the 3-in-1. I used to do that and I stopped doing it, and it was like, maybe I should do that again. Anyone else have anything they want to talk about? How they're feeling? Anything, doesn't have to be goal oriented, system oriented, just anything that they're yeah. If not, It's almost 5. And I know y'all have fam since getting off work and such. And I really want the last 10 minutes of team calls to be like for Q&A, so it's totally open to that if anyone wants to chat. Yay, where? That's so exciting. Offer. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you guys were looking. I know you guys moved and stuff to the mother-in-law, but that's so exciting. Maltby. Wait, where's that? It's not out of, okay, I was like, it's not out of Washington, right? That's awesome. That's exciting. When you should text me the listing. I want to see. We're moving in May, so I've been like looking on Zillow and Craigslist just for things to rent right now, and it's like so slim pickings out here in Maple Valley. I'm like, I really hope there's something in that month. So prayers that something perfect pops up. There is something right now that I would totally do, but it's February and our lease isn't up till June, and so yeah, it's fine.
You have to break a lease, or you're just leaving when your lease is over with?
Yeah, we're just gonna leave. We'll probably leave like a month before our lease is up. I think our lease is up June 15th, and we're gonna aim to be moved out like middle of May. Probably find like a house to move into beginning or middle of May. That would be like, we don't have that much stuff living in an apartment. I don't even think we used a U-Haul moving here. So I think we'll be able to kind of like slowly move out that way. And then, yeah, not be here anymore. But stay in the school district because otherwise it'll be a lot more work with you know who. So yeah. But yay. Okay, cool. Anything else I want to share? Any wins this week? Sari, how are you feeling? How's baby? When's your next appointment?
Not for 2 more weeks. Baby feels fine. I have hit the point where I'm hungry all of the time. So I'm thinking like a growth spurt's happening.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a kid who's just about to hit a growth spurt. Like I'm eating, well, I'm trying not to. I'm snacking on healthy things and spreading it out so I don't just sit there and shovel everything in. But it's like the past 2 days, I can't stop thinking about food. But it feels good to be in the second trimester because I'm not as tired, and it really does change like right away.
Yeah. And you're not
It's
feeling
awesome.
as sick or anything or nauseous really anymore?
Nope, I'm pretty much coasting at this point. So really focusing back in on everything, put my team together for Team Cup and trying to get back onto a schedule. So.
Yeah. Yay. Wait, so my next appointment's on the 2nd. I wonder if we'll ever have an appointment on the same day.
Probably not.
I know. That's true. I met her last time for the first time. So that was.
Yeah. She popped in for 2 seconds and was like, "Hi, I'm your doctor. Bye."
I think my placenta's on the outside because I can't really feel the baby as much this time. And like it took them a while to find the heartbeat the last time, like straight up 10 minutes. And I was like, is this normal? And they were like, yeah, it's probably the placenta. It's on the outside. And we just like can't find it. So they did finally. But I was like, it's a little scary. And you know, I'm there alone. So I'm like, that's awesome. What, Ash?
When did you find out what you're having?
So our appointment's the 2nd. And then I think because I'll have to figure out when we go to my parents, probably the 3rd, just because I'm going to have like them put the stuff in the gender in the envelope. And then I'll give it to my mom and I'll have already bought like blue and pink poppers and I can just like return them. Like I want to do like the smoke bombs that obviously I'm not going to start a fire. But they're the ones that you like pop because I think the kids would like to do it. So I'm going to order, they have like packs of 4 on Amazon. And then I'll just have my mom have it, and then she can give us the things, and then we'll do it. So I want to find out together. Like, I don't want to find out at the doctor's this time, because that's kind of always how we had done it. It's just like in the room. I want to do it a little different. So our appointment's on the 2nd, but probably won't know till the 3rd. So unless I go get Ashton and then go back to my parents, but I don't know. I'll probably be exhausted. Doctor appointments wear me out. Like, just being out all day just wears me out. So probably, but I'm really excited to know. But Sarah, are you gonna find out?
Yes, we are. Our appointment's February 27th to see if the baby reveals itself or not. We didn't do the blood test.
Yeah, we didn't either.
So yeah, but our 1-year anniversary is on March 1st, so we'll probably do our big reveal on our actual anniversary. So
that's fun. That's exciting. That'll be fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to know.
Me too.
What do you think, Sarah?
Huh?
What do you think you're having?
I think it's gonna be a girl, but I could be wrong. I'll be happy either way.
Yeah. I know, I'm stumped. I don't know. I feel like I've known the other times, but I don't know with this one. So it's crazy. So Rachel, one of Ashley's challengers, she's literally due like 2 days after me, and they found out that they're having a girl. So
so stumped because
and it's her 4th. We both got pregnant. Like,
we thought she was having a boy. She like almost told us like 3 days prior, and we were like trying to feel her out and see what she was having, and we couldn't tell. And I was like, "It's a boy." Oh, it's not in a bad way. I was like, "But it's a boy," that's what they really wanted. And then I'm gonna cry. That was just the best thing ever.
I know. I'm so happy they're having a girl, because they have 3 boys, and then her husband has 1, or just
so they have 4 boys, and only 3 of them are hers. But then this is finally her girl, and her sister-in-law had 3 boys, and her had a surprise, and it was a girl.
Yeah, she's so cute. Anytime Paige posts pictures, I'm like, her name's Winnie, and then
she posts the picture. I'm like, where's my daily dose of Winnie?
Oh my gosh, she's adorable. I know. Yeah, babies are just so cute. Also, I'm always Sari and I are always up bright and early if anyone ever wants to get on Zoom. But usually Sari's on sometimes before me. I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta get on.
Yeah, I get up at 4:30-ish, but I don't actually work out till 6:30. I don't know, like normally I'm like right at 5, but since I got pregnant, it's just like I just like slowly like transition.
I feel the same, and sometimes you got to eat first, right? It's like a different thing, right?
Definitely.
Okay. Wait, is anybody on here doing 9 weeks besides Katie?
Brienne was, but she's not on anymore.
Okay, do they always do like the sneak? You're in the sneak countdown to Control Freak group, right, Emma?
On the what?
The countdown to Control Freak group.
Yeah, I think so.
I love that group. Do they always have a group that like launches?
Usually, yes.
I feel like I've never been a part of one. I just feel like it's so helpful because somebody's always asking all the questions.
Yeah. Usually, Autumn always does one. Like, I feel like Autumn started that. I think she was the first trainer that was like, I want to do a challenge group or like have a group for people to be a part of. And then I think like Shanti or Amwala is another one who's done it. I'm not sure if all the trainers do it. I think it kind of just depends on the trainer. Mm-hmm. But I think, no, because they definitely did one for Evan 100 too, I believe. Yeah. Jericho, did one. So yeah, I think they do try and do one now. Like after Autumn started it one time, I think a lot of the trainers do try and do that. Yeah. Okay. But I think it's like you have to have thought in it, right? Like it's not just like anyone can. Good night. It's not like anyone can just join. You have to like prove that you have it and such. So yeah, it is great. Like the videos they have and all that. So feel free to, I think, I guess you can't share stuff, but you can definitely screenshot things and then put it in your group that way too.
I always
If your
wonder,
challengers have questions, just search that group.
am I allowed to like screenshot people's progress pictures if they're sharing them there and put them in my challenge group? Or yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like the one girl posted 4,
What?
and it was insane. I was just like,
Who?
I have no idea who she is. Just some random person was just like shared her 4-week results, and it was just like one of those pictures where you're like, what?
Oh, Linda?
Maybe I screenshotted it.
Yeah, last workout of week 4
Yes.
with the purple bra and then the gray one.
I just remember her belly looked just like mine did. Like I was like, that's how I
Good.
felt.
This.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Oh my god. I was like, can I screenshot this?
Yeah, and then this is week 1. This lady just posted 59 minutes ago. Yeah, and also just know, Ashley, like you can go up here so you don't have to scroll through everything and go to media, and then all the photos are right here. So you don't have to like scroll the group, you just scroll the photos.
Okay.
So, okay. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for being on tonight. It was so good to see your faces and talk. And let's talk more about like systems and stuff that we have and goals in the team page and use it more as a challenge group for us this year.
Okay.
Mhm.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you ladies soon.
Bye.
What, Ashley?
Oh damn it, she's gone. I just love having you guys all be pregnant together on the same team or on the same.
Oh, I know, it's fun. I'm hopeful Crystal's transfer goes well this time.
I think Crystal's gonna go on my team cut page. She's like, I don't want to disappoint you. I'm like, believe me, you're not gonna disappoint me. It's basically just gonna be me and Amanda.
I'm glad she is. I've been wondering like how she's doing and feeling. So